Hello, all my dear friends. I'm Oliver from Toucan Hobby. Here, that's the roll on of dump truck 8x8 drive Benz cabin from LXY. Let's see. So now we assembled this decoration, this horn, mirror, also light protection net, side mirror. So now we are ready to play it. Ready to put battery and lift up cabin. 2S battery XT60 connection. Lock it back. And here, that's the oil tank. Fill up around 80 minimum liter, half the oil tank. You can start playing. So light at the front. One. Another one also top light. Turning left, right. Horn, start engine. Without started, you can also drive. So it is with 3T sound system. Start engine sound at low speed. So you see front axle for steering and rear axle steering. Brake, reverse, second number reverse, beeping start. And reverse white light, check the rear side light, turning left, right, brake, reverse. So 4 axle, 8x8 drive, front steering, rear steering, and 3-speed differential lock for 4 axles. I will lift up only on the main girder. So drive at the differential, low speed, middle, high, shifting back to low, differential lock it. All 4 axle will lock same time. Lock, unlock. So rear axle, it is steering also can lift up by screwdriver and cut the power for driver. Lift up, in position, drive, no power. Power already cut for the rear steering axle. Drop it. In position, stop, drive, have power. So for damping, first we move it to forward, lock the middle arm, and then rising directly for directly damping. After rising, this rear side door unlocked, door open for damping. Rising to the top, so 2 cylinders, steel one with copper head. Rising it. In position, stop. When the bucket sitting back on the chassis, this bar is pushing on the chassis and we'll lock this lock bar, lock the door. That's how it's locked. Unlock after lifting. Let's drop it. So after sit on the girder, the door rolling back and lock. In position. Now have a look of the rear side door. So push, unlock it, lift up, unlock. Then this one, the bar we can lift out. Here, unlock this pin, open the door. So for lock it back, push the pin in position and pulling back, lock it. So this one is contacting surface. Yeah, after you open and close, there will be a little scratch on the paint. Lock it. Now we will sliding back and do the roll off. First sliding back, then rising will be roll off it on the table. Rising. So it's all mixed. Control the pump. Pump now running only around 40%. So let's see the lifting power. Let's see the lifting power. So each one 2.5 kg. We put 5 kg resin. At mix control, yeah, it's easy. We will put more. So again, 5 kg. So totally will be 10 kg resin. Already heads up. It's very heavy, but still can lift. Let's try it. Yeah, it will rolling back. Okay, still can go. 10 kg metal block. We are in position, sliding to front. It's so heavy, yeah. Already the rear side 3 axle, it's already pressed down. Drive it. This weight is to rear side, so a little bit forward will be keeping balance for the front axle. Also have power pushing down for more power for steering and the dragging power if on a slippery land. Small turning angle. Okay, now we will see the details of the chassis and all the parts. Sound off. Let's see the details. Lift up. First is the cabin. And here have the support bar in position. Bring out the battery. So here we have the steering servo, light board, and a cooling block. This metal box with a plastic fan. So here under there, that's the metal gearbox with the steel gears inside. The driver motor is inside, so now we cannot see. This side we have the drive ESC. And let's see the speed shifting, that's the servo. It's inside there. So low speed, middle, high, middle, low. Every time after shifting gear, slowly drive, the gear will be in position. Sound on, so here that's the volume switch. Decrease, increase volume. That's the 3T sound board. Off. So all the cabin painted plastic, mudguard plastic with steel hub and steel axles, steel decorations, oil tank. This one is metal frame but plastic box. Stainless mudguard, shiny, with beautiful this flower on it, and also supporting bar, it's all steel one. So the main girder below there, the bottom girder, longer one, it is steel. So top have second girder, that's CNC alloy with this steel cylinder. And here we see, I will rising it, we will see the connections. Moving connections for oil channel, it's all copper. And this is the lock pin. So when you're sliding the arm to the front, it will be locked and you can directly dumping, not bend this arm. That's the pin to lock in there when you're sliding to front. And also copper rollers, rear side steel bumper with this pin. You can tooling, secure it back and turn around, we will see. And also this box, inside that's the 2-channel valve servo here, and this box, so inside it is the pump. This box lift up the lock and can open directly, pulling. So here we see the pump, motor brushless one are inside. So here that's the oil channel. Transparent for suction, black holes for going to the valve and the return line. Okay, lift up this locking supporting bar, lift up, then we can drop the cabin and pull a little bit backward, press down to lock. Lift up, the chassis we will see from downside. Actually from top, this angle, you can see clearly the servo for differential lock. So 4 axle, 4 wires, it's all here. Turn around. Only support the girder, yeah. These decorations, small screws, not to push too much. So drive, you will see that's the gearbox and the transfer case. You will see this transfer case, actually it is with a lock for cutting for front drive. So now it is fixed. because this one it is only one front axle to cut the power. It's no difference when you're driving. So there is no separate servo for this. So that's transfer case with this cutting power for the front axle. This one is not in use. So now it's all axle have power. Drive and differential lock, lock it, unlock. So for each axle, they are always hub reduction gearbox. Also here, reduction gearbox. So every tire, every hub is more torque for driving. And you will see for this middle front, this axle, here we have this bar for pulling. It is already locked. So this one, it is for differential for front CVT drive shaft and rear CVT drive shaft. So it is not in use. This axle, it is a standard from LXY. So for this damper, it is not in use for cutting the power for differential for front CVT drive shaft and the rear side CVT drive shaft. But this axle you see here, it is in use. So when it is pulling, I will check. So it will cut the power for rear side axle. So now we lifting the rear axle. You will see this one is moving. Drop it. It's pulling out. So after pulling out, the axle, rear axle drop. It's giving power for rear axle. After lifting up the bar, it is released. Rear side axle will be cut power. Okay, in position and drive. Rear side axle no power. Drop it. In position, drive, have power. So here, that's the servo for rear axle steering. Turning it. And the front, let's see again. Front for the turning, that's the servo. Turning to see the turning angle. Connection bar. The rear axle suspension, it is with the airbag. Actually, inside it's a spring. See the compression. And it is balanced with this connecting bar front and the rear. So this axle, it is with all this tie rod connection with these two middle axle connecting together with steel suspension. Let's compress it to see. When sitting on the road. And again, for the front suspension, it's different. So two connection to the girder and directly connect to steel plate with flexible, compress, lift up. So for the rear axle cutting power lift up, that's the small motor with gears inside and screws to lift it up. See, lifting up. Also, it is compressing the airbag. In position, automatically stop. Drop it. In position. So lift up directly, you have a general look of all these chassis. So front, single hub and tire. Rear, all three axle. Only the two middle is double hub, double tires. The most rear axle, it is also single hub and for steering. Put down and twisting, you will see this chassis, the girder, steel one, is very strong. No bending, no twisting. So after you put the bucket and the loading like I just did with 10 kg metal block, it can rolling up and drive smoothly. So with all axle driving and you lock the differential lock, absolutely you can drive up a slope and mud road for sure, no problem. Let's see the net weight of this roll-off dump truck or sitting. So it's 11.9 kg. So with what I have tested with this LXY, all steel chassis and steel bucket, this one, it is absolutely with strong structure and delicate small details, beautiful design and well function. So it is also with big bucket. You see the height of the bucket and big capacity. This one you can directly dumping and roll it off for dumping. So with this multi-function, you can buy this one, bring it back and have fun with your friends. Thank you. See you again.